Good morning, my millionaire collectives. My name is Otis Tucker, Heaven's first trillionaire. Um, I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I'm doing it is that I'm helping people to realize that what they consider to be their soul is actually the spirit of God. Therefore, God lives inside of you. And all you have to do, people, is own that and claim that for yourself, and you do indeed become the spirit of God. I'm also creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I also declare people that 2026 is the greatest year of my life thus far, as well as members of the collective movement. And most important, people, is that I do indeed manifest the words that I speak. My message for you today, people, is to talk about experiencing heaven right here on earth. You know, it's like it's one thing to talk about something, but it's like we have to transition people to actually get busy creating that. And in order to create that for real, is that we have to make it real. You know what I'm saying? And the way we make it real, people, is through the power of our thoughts, the power of our intentions, also just really having strong faith and belief that the things we declare not only shall, but it is being manifested as we speak, because we are the creators of this new world, people. I'm referring to myself, yes, being the leader of this, the creator of this new world, but yes, strongly and mightily with the support of the collective members, you know? So it's like we have to start declaring what this new world looks like, people, on a more regular, frequent basis until it becomes no longer just a conversation or a thought, but it becomes a physical manifestations of what we are indeed creating right here in the spirit. And that will happen with time, you know? But it's like I'm just happy for the pivot right now, you know? God was showing me yesterday. I am gonna change my tagline for my name. I'm not the world's first trillionaire. Elon Musk is of this 3D world. You know, that's the name of the matrix the way it is right now. What we're doing instead, people, is we're rewriting the program, because everything exists that we experience through the program. But we have the ability, the capacity, and the bandwidth to be able to do this, to actually rewrite the program, and that's what changed it from being this 3D world to just being heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, as the world exists, you know, it only benefits the few, the 1%. I don't even want to say the 5%, because a good 4% of them is not really enjoying this. You know what I'm saying? They just, maybe live a more lavish lifestyle, but, they not really happy or experiencing this to the fullest either. So, but my point is, people, is that in heaven and earth, obviously, our focus is we are here to create heaven for the 95%. We are here to create an amazing life, an amazing world, you know, for the 95%, the people that's been suffering, the people that's been neglected, the people that's just really and truly just, shit, I said it, neglected. I don't even want to say overlooked. That's making it sound nice. These people have been neglected. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, our time is now, people. Our time is now to rise to the occasion, to do what is necessary, to be who we need to be able to manifest and fulfill heaven right here on earth, people. It's no longer just an idea, it's no longer just a statement, but this is where things shift. It's already shifted since yesterday, as I was talking to spirit, and we was there meditating and talking together, man. And it's like we're here, people. I mean, it's been here, obviously. Things have been shifting, but it's like now, the shift that's happening right now is that we are going to be far more intentional, people, as far as how we go about manifesting, heaven on earth, because now we're going to be more focused on it. The way it works, obviously, is that whatever you give your attention to, whatever you give your focus to, is what is always manifested, you know? So we're just being more intentional, more aggressive, and, you know, just more, should I say it, intentional, man. But bottom line is, people, what I'm trying to get at, man, long story short, people, is that the shift is here, you know? This year is indeed, not even this year, shit, this summer is a lot of magical things that you'll watch happen, people. Not just in my life, but what I know and see to come is also from other members of the collective movement. A lot of us in this movement is receiving massive breakthroughs, man. Breakthroughs that are way past due, people. Stuff that we've been wanting for years. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this journey now since December 21. So I've been on this journey almost 5 years, people. And it's like the things that I've wanted, the things that I've truly, strongly desire is here. It's not coming. Damn it, it is here. And for other members of this movement, man, just trust and know that your breakthrough is happening also in real time. As I progress, as I evolve, I'm seeing other members of this movement who is also evolving and growing and stepping into the real true purpose that God have in store for them. And because they're doing that, just like I am, they're getting rapid manifestations and blessings in their lives. I just want you to stay steadfast, pushing, steadfast, developing yourself, you know, as we make this shift, people, into the implementation and synergistically working together in the creation of heaven on earth, people. I want you to ramp up your positivity. I want you to basically start being more intentional about figuring out what it is that you really and truly want and creating that with your mind, people. I want you to tap into the power of your imagination, man, and start challenging yourself to start view the life that you desire, like be able to see it, kind of like watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? Your imagination, people, is powerful. I mean, what do you think a movie is? It's somebody's imagination, man. You have to get so good at creating your amazing life with your imagination. I want you to start thinking about who are you being in heaven, right here on earth. Who are you being? You know? How do you carry yourself? How do you show up in the world? You know? I want you to also think about what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you are a content creator. Maybe you are a public speaker. Whatever gifts and talents that God have blessed you with, I want you to imagine how you're going to use your talent to transform this world, you know, so that you can indeed get paid to exist. Because when you do the things you love, you're really and truly not working, people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really and truly do the things that makes you happy, makes you feel good about yourself, and you're making massive impact, it's like it's a no-brainer. You're getting paid to exist, and that's the goal. That's the objective here, man, for people that's a part of this movement that's really and truly doing the work right now. But that's where we at, people. We're shifting. We're definitely shifting, and I want to make that fully aware to you that that is exactly what we're doing right now. We are shifting our mindset. We are shifting our attitude. We're shifting our perspective into this heaven that we are indeed creating right here on earth. This is the new world, people. The new world is called heaven. It's not just world. It's not world. It's heaven on earth. It's not the world. That's the 3D matrix system. This is heaven, people. And that's what we're creating every single day that we go out here, man. Anyways, people, with that being said, man, obviously I've already shout out the collective members, but just to add on to that, man, I just want to say every day to remind you guys that I'm really and truly proud of you guys for what you do. For those of you that have the courage and the confidence to speak your truth and be your authentic self, and for really making a conscious, intentional effort every single day to make sure that you are indeed growing. I just want you to know that I appreciate you, I acknowledge you, and I am very grateful for your contribution to this movement. These are the gifts that you received, though, for being a part of this movement. The first one is peace, people, is that there's levels and gradients to this, but I want you to understand that the more you go on this journey of self-development and tapping into your spirit, is the more you're going to watch and see your peace increases, because that's one of the gifts that God give you as you really and truly develop a good relationship with the spirit of God that's inside of you. It's peace. Peace to the point where you are unbothered by any freaking thing that is trying and starving and trying to get your attention. The next one, people, is joy and happiness, man. Is that you're learning as you go on this journey, people, how to create joy and happiness for yourself. You're not depending on nobody else to bless you with joy, you know what I'm saying, or to do things for you to make you happy. You are very self-sufficient in the sense that you are mastering the art of being grateful for the progress that you're making, the reflection on, just how you've been and how you are now, just being grateful for that, man, and just watching and seeing and acknowledging God for all the amazing blessings and things that he's done over time in your life, man. And it's a lot to be grateful for. And when you sincerely and genuinely give gratitude and be gracious, people, is that it's not just something that you experience temporarily, is that you're experiencing a joy that stays with you, people. Even on your worst day, even on my worst day, people, I am still genuinely happy inside of me, because number one, I know that whatever I'm experiencing, number one, it could be a lot worse, but number two is that I'm not even worried about it, because I know it's gonna get taken care of. So it's like, it doesn't matter, man. You just have that genuine natural joy, people, that you can only get from God. The next one, people, is love, man. Obviously, the big new kick, man, is look, fall in love with yourself. Love yourself, man. Show yourself that you love yourself by taking care of yourself. Protect yourself, people, by setting strong boundaries. Boundaries that you refuse to let anyone bypass. I don't care who they are, what title they have in your life, because that's all they are. Whatever role, title that they have, mom, dad, whoever the hell their roles are, that's just freaking roles, man. At the end of the day, you are the number one person in your life. You have to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and otherwise. Because if you don't, people, I've already shared a story. People are killing themselves. People are freaking driving themselves insane because they're neglecting self-care. You have to care for yourself, people. You have to take care of yourself, people. Like, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, it's mandatory. You must take care of yourself, my people. Make sure you're doing that, man. And as you do that, people, everybody will love you. You know what I mean? Even your haters love you, because they're also learning. They just love you secretly, which is cool. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But my point I'm trying to get at, man, is that, as you love yourself, you're teaching people how they need to treat themselves. And whether they tell you or not, they are indeed grateful for it. And they actually appreciate you and love you for it. They might be mad, because you shining a light on all their flaws, but they're grateful for you. The next one, people, is God's favor, man. God's favor is amazing, because what God's favor does for you, my people, is that it actually, first and foremost, brings the opportunities that you need. It also brings the people that you need, my people, so you can grow from where you are to where you desire to be. And the third part of it, people, which is my favorite part, man, is that you develop the skills to be and become a magician. A magician, quite literally, that can create anything. You can master any skills, anything you want to learn. You just decide you want it and you will learn it. Not only that, it's like when when God favors upon your life, man, it's like magic. You could poof and things just magically appear. You know what I'm saying? It's like when God favors up on your life, there's plenty of, and throughout your life, impossible scenarios that you don't see how you're gonna get out of this one. And then God comes in and like poof. And it quite literally, people, when I say quite literally, it literally just disappear and everything is calm and ready to move forward, man. Like I tell you, people, I'm very grateful for that skill and ability, man, to be able to make something out of nothing and how to, resolve any freaking conflict or chaos. I have the capacity and the ability to resolve anything, people. And that's a skill that's worth having. That's a skill that's indispensable. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you a walking miracle because that's how I feel every day, people. I feel like a walking miracle, someone that can solve any problem, any dilemma, any chaos. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I thank God have entrusted me with the responsibility with the creation of heaven right here on earth. Next one, people, is God's blessing, man. God's blessing is awesome because first and foremost, he bless you with the visions, people, of what's to come. See, what makes me so confident, people, is that I know what's to come, you know? I don't never know the details of how it's going to come about, but I always know what's to come. And the fact that I see it and I feel it and sense it and embody it, then I know it must come to pass. Maybe not in the exact time that I might want it to come to pass, but it always, people, my words are never void. They always come to pass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's powerful, people. That is indeed extremely powerful, man. And it's like, I want you to, just thank God for that when it starts happening for you, when God gives you visions. The next one, people, is that God also bless your mind to give it ideas and plans on how you're going to grow from where you are to where you desire to be, you know? And the next one, people, is where you got to put in some work, though. You have to heal. You have to purify your heart. You have to purify your heart in the sense that, people, you have to forgive everyone that have betrayed you. You have to forgive the people that is even now trying to hurt you. You have to forgive, anyone, man, for anything that they've ever done to trespass against you. Because once you do that, my people, then what you actually now have access to is that lion heart, people. And this is one of my favorite gifts from God, man. See, when you embody the lion's heart, people, is that you quite literally become fearless out here. In a world where everybody is fearing everything and terrified out here, you become one of the few people that walk this earth with no fear in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that things may not scare you from time to time because, that's part of the human condition. The difference is, though, is that even if I am scared, goddammit, I'm going to run towards whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what courage does, is allow you to take action regardless. You know what I mean? It allows you to take action, man, even when you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to embody that, people, is powerful because for someone like myself that live in the unknown every single day by choice, I'm always working on my shadows. I'm always looking for areas that I need to improve in. I mean, that's what the unknown is, people, is you going to look for things that you need to develop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else is it? You see what I mean? So it's like, for someone like myself that live in that space, people, you need that lion's heart, man, because it will give you the courage to face the things that you don't want to face, The next one, people, is also the rhino spirit, man. Like, tapping into that rhino spirit is amazing. It's amazing because rhinos, people, don't back down from nothing, man. They're not scared of a lion. They're not scared of any goddamn thing. Anything that comes in their path, people, that's threatening them, what they do is they run right through it every time. They do the little shuffle dance first to ask them, hey, you really want this? And then if they still there, shit, he running right through them. And it's like, that's how you have to be, people, is that I want you to embody that resiliency that makes you unstoppable, because as long as there's breath in your body, people, you're always going to be charging full steam ahead. You know what I'm saying? And that's that rhino spirit that allow you to do that, people. And that, to me, is priceless. The next one, people, is allow God to guide your step, people. Like, you really and truly have to trust the spirit to be your guide. Acknowledge the fact that we are, in our bodily form, you're flawed. You know what I'm saying? In a sense that you don't have the whole picture down, people. The spirit knows all things. You know what I'm saying? It knows everything. So it's like, why would you not trust the spirit to be your guide? Stop trying to dictate things from a fleshly, worldly perspective and trust that God have all the answer, even if it does not make logical sense. God is not a logical God, but God is a God that always come through. Always, people. There's never been a time where God have left me hanging high and dry. God have always come through and always deliver every single motherfucking time. So I'm telling you right now, people, trust the spirit to be your guide. The next one, people, is God's divine protection, man. And I enjoy saying this part every single day now because it's the truth. People, you are God, you know? You are the spirit of God. You embody a soul, which is the spirit of God. Therefore, you are God. Claim it, people. Choose to believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. And I promise you, people, you're going to see miracles happen in your life. Because when you really and truly start to believe that you are God, number one, your confidence rises because you realize that, damn, you know, it's like your confidence rises, people, because you realize that you really and truly are not out here by yourself and that your situation is not hopeless and that God will always provide for all your wants and needs. It's like when you have God's support in your ring, in your corner, man, then shit, you don't need nobody else. Now, if they come, that's brata, that's good. You don't depend on it, though. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, I want you to really and truly start to believe that, people. And once you start to believe this, I already know what's going to happen. There'll be miracles that happen in your life. You will heal at a rapid pace. You'll start seeing the things you really want and desire. Start developing the ability where you start to manifest things a lot quicker. And after a while, you realize that, you know what? That you are who you really say that you are. You are really the spirit of God. And once you get to that point, people, it's like as confident as you was before, your confidence skyrocket even more because now you have a lot of physical evidence to confirm what you already know, that you are God. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the last component of it, my people, is that is where I'm at, you know, is where you remember who you are. You know that you're not your body. You're not just your mind, body, and spirit, yes. But it's like you really and truly become a spiritual being, which is what you came into this world as. You came into this world as such, and you remember who you were, and you're becoming, you're being it again. So it's like, all I do, people, is I am being who I am. I am being a spiritual being. I am operating as the spirit of God, walking this world in 3D form, using this avatar, Otis Tucker. You know what I'm saying? This vessel. And it's like, when you really operate from that perspective, people, it makes you incredibly powerful. It makes you powerful because you realize in this state of consciousness and awareness that the world is a mirror of me. I understand that and I embrace that responsibility. And that's why people, I simply focus on working on myself every day, because as long as I'm doing that, the world must change to match my energy. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm vibing super high right now, is that, my energy is changing the frequency of this world, especially with the help of the collective movement, who magnifies that, and it helped me spread this message. I say this, people, just trust to know that you're really and truly divinely protected, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing here, man, is that I am here to wake up this world, the people of this world, which have already been happening now for the last, for years. And it's just becoming intensified now, though, as I elevate and ascend to higher heights and new timelines. It just helped me to really make more rapid transformation in other people's lives, especially through my message. But it gives me dominion also over the light and the darkness. And this is something that you must embrace now before you even get to this level, is embrace all of who you are. You're not always good. You're not always bad. You're good and bad. You're good and evil. You know what I'm saying? Because damn it, I have embraced my dark side the first half of this year. I've had to learn how to embrace that and don't be scared of the dark side, because if you shy away from it, then it's a shadow, and you haven't dealt with it, then that shadow becomes the controller over your life, because you refuse to deal with it. You have to deal with your shadows, and that way you can take dominion and power over your dark side just as much as you already do for the light, And people, that is powerful, man. That is indeed extremely powerful, People, I have an army of angel here that's protecting your avatars, you know what I mean, to make sure that no weapon that form against us will take you out, Yes, you'll go through your trials and tribulations. Shit, you watch me do it every day, even at this height. So that's never going to change. It's not you stop growing. But what will never happen, people, is that nothing will ever break your spirit, because why would I break myself and you? That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? I am you, you are me. Same God that's in me is the same God that's in you, man. So it's like, just trust and know that you're divinely protected. My angels are here to protect you. And also, people, our ancestors. My ancestors, when I say they don't play about me, people. And they don't play about the things that I truly, strongly want to attain and accomplish. So therefore, the collective members, just trust and know they are protecting you on my behalf. And last but not least, people, is also the universe. I've always joined the party, and they're excited about what's coming, people. So they're always making sure that everything is in alignment with the vision that God has for our world right now, that we are creating the new heaven on earth right here. That's what we are doing, people. And the universe is playing a big role in making that happen, So anyways, people, those are the gifts you receive for being a part of this movement, man. Now, here's the requirement. First and foremost is that you must choose to believe that you are God, because, damn it, that's who you are. You must also follow my social media pages and watch my videos every day. And every day you watch my video, what's happening is that I am feeding your soul, people. Your soul is rising, and that's how that awakening is taking place. The more you watch my videos, is the quicker you're ascending, and the quicker you can get to the point where your spirit is leading your life and not your flesh. Next one, people, is you need to record yourself, man. Whatever God lays on your heart to share, whatever download you receive, I want you to share it, because people need to hear your message. Sometimes I need to hear your message, So by you sharing your message, people, you're blessing people, including myself, And that's how we work together as a collective movement, man, in the transformation of this world into heaven. So the majority, the 95%, can really and truly experience heaven right here on earth. With that being said, people, I want to say shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean, man, and black people worldwide. Black people, as always, I want us to continue to be proud of who we are. I want us to also face our shadows too, people. I want us to continuously make sure that we correct ourselves, you know what I'm saying? we have to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we need to work on. We need to start supporting each other more, and I'll never stop saying that until it becomes as normal as breathing. I want us to, without a thought, make it a natural habit to where we are spending our money with black-owned businesses. So therefore, people, it's like, I just want us to own all our stuff that we need to work on, man. I want us to also continue to make it cool to be the smartest person in the room. Go figure, go learn, continue to make it cool instead of badness or breaking the rules and just doing stupid stuff, man. Like, that stuff's for the birds, man. We're not into that no more. We're not glorifying crimes. We not doing none of that stuff, It's crazy. It's like, my point is, people, is that, I want us as people, man, to really and truly write our own damn story. And that's what you see me doing here for the world, yes, but I'm also weaving and crafting a story for black people moving forward. I received this responsibility back in March to lead the black people to unite us worldwide and to make sure that we do indeed fulfill on a prophecy that God gave me back in summer 24, and we shall. You know what I'm saying? We're no longer last, people. Those that are last shall be first. Those that are first shall be last. That was the message. And at that point, he was very focused on us, people. We've been last for over 500 years, but not anymore. We know who we are at this point. And now it's our time to take our rightful place leading this world, man, and bringing about the greatest prosperity period that this world have ever seen, And, as we do that, people, well, that's the result. Let's talk about the work. Right now, first and foremost, we must unite as a people. We must understand that the difference between us is not a wedge. It's something that we can use to diversify who we are and understand that there's natural diversity between us. There's different cultures, different ways of being, but those differences is not a bad thing. It's a great thing. We need to embrace that and start to learn about what makes each culture different. Outside of that, my people, is obviously, I'll always say it, we need to make sure we spend our black dollars with black-owned businesses. We need to be our brothers and sisters keepers, and each one do indeed teach one, man. Whatever you know, share that knowledge, bless somebody, help them transform their lives. And that's the work, my people. We do the work, we get the reward. That's just how it goes, real simple. Now, with that being said, man, my declaration for everybody, that includes all race of people, that include all sexualities, he, she, they, them, whatever the hell you call yourself, man, damn it, you're included in this. And also even beings, beings that are here, they're included in this also, man. For those of you that are here, heaven on earth, man, is that you get to reap in the rewards, people. You get, number one, to be a millionaire, which means that you're never in need financial-wise. You know what I'm saying? And I also declare, people, that you find partner or partners that, are willing to heal, to do the work, to heal themselves from all of their traumas, and to be a student of life. And as long as you find somebody that's willing to do those two things, people, then count your blessing. That's a great thing to have. Last but not least, people, is that I declare you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you continuously trust the Spirit to be your guide. Trust the Spirit, people, to really lead you, man, into your destiny, to lead you into your purpose, to lead you into being your inner child again, where you very, like the damn kid at Willy Wonka's candy factory, like just excited about life. I want you to develop that again for yourself, people, and it's here. The time is now, Anyways, people, I really and truly believe in you guys. I love you dearly, man, and want nothing but the best for you. With that being said, people, we'll talk tomorrow.